Yo, what's up, Blood? What you up to? So, the last stream was pretty cool. I built an offline AI large language model with open source information. Now, we're going to the next step. So, software wise, I got a general idea. So, I have the just the basic setup. It's a, believe it or not, hardware is just a ThinkPad laptop that I bought with cash for not even $200. Was Pegasus, maybe other brands that work. Uh, Brother, those things are not what you think. Like all of those are funded by um, agencies. Uh, if you pay for it, somebody already has it. Like now, I can show you all this stuff, and it's all free. It's on the internet, and then you can take it off the internet and build it. Um, like last night, what's his name? Brett was on here, and as soon as I got done, he asked, "Hey, what about this legal thing?" And I asked the question, it answered it without the internet. That was pretty cool. And then of course we cross check it and verify that it was actually crazy. So you know what? Let's go to the next piece. Hang on. Wait, I had to do. Mm, all right. All right. Let's see how fresh the data we got. Um, excuse me. All right. People treat the world the way they feel about themselves. If they're not trustworthy, they're going to be out there being untrustworthy to people. Oh, by the way, off the bat, in the beginning, all right, we're talking about this thing that we did last night. We built a large language model, like our version of Chat GPT, without that doesn't need the internet to work. And start at huggingface.co. God, this is so crazy. The fact that it worked last night is like live on the stream. It's crazy. What's up, Terrifier? Let's see. Right, put that right there. Oh, yo yo, bad boy low. What's good? What's this? Move this to this side and minimize that guy. This is kind of crazy. Wanna see it? Dang, that is so cool. All right, let's see if I can show you. Let's see if this works. All right, and we're up and running. Let's ask a question. Look, hey, courtesy, bro. Ask. Give me a cool question to ask. Some trivia. You know what? Let's do something even better, right? You're gonna watch me do this. disconnect. You see that? No network connection. You see it? Hey, comment. Yo, Bloodstained Believe, you want to see something cool? Comment, there's no internet if you see that there's no internet here. No network connection. All right. Now, give me a cool, give me a question you want to answer for. Give me a history question. Let's do something really cool. Where did the internet come from? All right. Uh, did did Hitler die? No internet, guys. See? Uh, all right. There's a good one. Blook says, who made a difference in history that's not talked about? Oh no, I know it just lied to me. I know the data that they got it from. Which this is the best part. I can adjust that now. No internet. Um, what did Blook say? Oh, wait, why can't I see that? Okay, there you go. I know where they got that text from. But here's the best part is now we get to fix it. You can stop it. Yeah, it liked her more than Hitler. I just told it to tell a joke. Why couldn't the bicycle stand up by itself? Because it was too tired. Shut up. Fuck. Okay, first off, he's not even a day old. Not even 24 hours. It's this is fucking hilarious. So this is basically an adolescent American child. So now we get to mold it with real information. The best part is it can do math and hell, it can even code. This is pretty crazy. Now the crazy part is I have to go through as much of the information as I understand and then cut, make sure it's not going to update it with the server data. This was, let me say, I'm going to say this off the bat. This was my proof that there's no AI, because what everybody is calling artificial intelligence is data aggregation. You can just access information faster. That doesn't mean it's intelligent. It means it can aggregate data. It's like the one guy, you know, those people that can tell you the multiplication table from 2 to 1,000, right? But then you tell them to use that level of multiplication to calculate something like, you know, trigonometry. And they look at you like you're crazy. I'm like, I don't understand. They can only do the multiplication, but the concept of an arc is it just doesn't compute to them. Yeah, they have to be taught. This whole thing can do math. Exactly. It's just a super reader that collects information fast, puts it in an algorithm that creates the answer you're looking for. People are not dumb. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead right there. Bro, people are not idiots. The thing is, they think that if they repeat it enough, everybody is going to go, that's a fact. No. In order for it to get the answer right or wrong, it has to answer to whoever the query is. Who's querying this? You know what I'm saying? You just have information. That's not intelligence. Even when you tell it to start executing programs, that's not intelligent. It's following logic based on its programming. But again, we're back to the same thing. Scientists, oh, there are no miracles, but if you give me one miracle, I can explain the rest. The Big Bang, boom. But where the Big Bang? We don't know. But see, what happens is 14 bill. Shut up. It's not intelligent. Like you said, just a super reader. What people are calling artificial intelligence is the equivalent of a guy sitting there with access to the Encyclopedia Britannica. He has all that information. But until somebody comes over and go like, hey man, I need to create this and this is the information I need. Oh, that's under this one. It's just, oh, you're so smart. No, he just had information. And I guess that is the definition of smart. But hey, again, I'm high. Don't listen to me. But if you think about it, we're all fucking tripping. You're not even, what you perceive is not even this. It's not that they didn't hide it well. You can't build something to go out there and take all that. Also, they can't do anything without letting everybody know. This is their excuse. Lying is not allowed, not by anyone, not by us or them. I didn't build anything. I put a bunch of tools together. This is the same thing that they do and then charge you for it on ChatGPT. Like, wait till the voice starts. I got a company to make the board. So I got this is the hardware that it's going to run on. And I even got it a mouthpiece / ear. So hopefully within the next couple of months we'll be able to talk to it. And I'm doing this as just a regular freaking dude. Yeah, somebody told me, like, oh, you're not a regular freaking dude. I still feel like a regular person. And I guess I am. I'm not nothing special about me. I promise you, I am. All right. Oh, your brother probably could run circles and make anything, a bunch of this stuff, bro. Like this, you can make this at home. Bro, there's so many of these things. This is the equivalent of like somebody going like, "Hey man, I'm gonna go buy this Apple whatever laptop," and somebody going like, "Dude, I found some parts around the house," and you put it together, but it does exactly what you want it to do. Like I have nothing else running on this. I literally built this for that purpose, for it to run offline, air gapped, and attached to my other stuff to provide information, real time information from around me, not what's being fed by the internet. Around me. Like a DSB, like I'll be able to eventually, I'll be able to tell you how many planes are within a 20 to 60-mile radius around me. And I'm not going to have to do the typing or figuring out. And you can get to the point where you can determine what type of plane based on the MAC address of that transponder. If you get real geeky about it, you can build. This is actually the same setup. You could put, you know, $100 worth of radar things on your roof and pick up everything within line of sight and beyond line of sight, depending on the weather. Bounce it up the ionosphere. And for the record, I am not a coder. None of this is any type of advice. It's for information and education purposes only. Yeah, yeah. Actually, you want to see some cool? This is his eye. Oh, stop. Come on. Let me show you something. That's part of it that I use. And part of I swear I get a lot of the information. Hang on. Right? I need. Be right back. Go have some drinks. John man, what's good? What's good, brother? I'll be right back. I get. I need a cable. I'm not gonna be long. I'm gonna be just. Oh shit. No. Serious. Is that a micro connection? Sure is. God dog it. Because somebody's gonna have to do for the cable run if I can't find it. And I remember there was a time where I couldn't find a USB-C cable, but I had all these other cables. And now I cannot find one USB mini cable. Wait. Oh, found it. Oh, let's go. Oh yeah, dot focus was there, right? Last night. When we are no, I need power. Oh yeah, I can take that one off. All right. So, literally, I'm gonna show you guys how powerful this thing is. No computer, I'm just gonna attach it to power. I'm being very careful because I only have one. I'm about to show you. Don't do that. All right. That should be enough. And then I'm gonna plug it in right here. All right. All right, you guys ready? Hold up, right. Mm. All right, guys. So I connected this to power, and now it's trying to figure out who I am. Y'all see that? Yeah, no computer, buddy. Just a cell phone camera attached to a board. all that is figuring out if I'm a person. Like right now, it's seeing that is wow, 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 challenging me, and it's learning who the hell I am. And I gotta push it. Yeah, yeah, buddy. That. Oh, and it can learn from a screen too. So I can. And so when you were saying about when you were saying about can you use it to trade the AI, now it can trace a line and make predictions on which way it's going. So yeah, right now, hang on. So right now, I'm gonna say, hey man, I'm gonna look at that screen, and what I want you to do, you wanna recognize objects, learn multiple objects, you know. Holy shenanigans. Bro. So, oh no, we're not asking questions. It lied to us today for the first time. It just regurgitated Hitler. It just regurgitated history book, basically. It doesn't think it's lying. John, man, you have body. It made itself a body. I'm making it a body, bro. It's got a so Brett. It has an eye now. I mean, the body's not what you think. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. If the knowledge is there, it could learn how, right? Yes, but it needs somebody to tell it to learn. There's no spark for the fire to start. I mean, it's like I said last night, right after I figured it, kind of figured it out. Like when I set it up. Oh, this is a loaded gun. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing, and that's what we get to do. Oh yeah, if I wanted to, and it had the access. That's why when I do this, I have to show you guys that it's offline. Because if I give it the steps to make purchases, it will make purchases. Does that make sense to you? And for the record, he's noob. I keep saying he. Anthropomorph. I'm running on a GPU. This is running on a GPU. Granted, I'm virtualizing that GPU, but still, like, eventually, With whose money? Also, if it's not your, what are we buying? What? Oh, yeah. Like if you told with whose money, that's the kicker. If it it knows the process. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So it knows the process of purchasing something from Amazon or PCB Way of all things. If I said build yourself and it had access to my IP address, and if I had a digital wallet attached to it, it'd get a hold of all the suppliers and put something together to include labor on assembly. In, let's say, according to the laws of physics, is it possible? Yes, according to first principles. Now, what gets in the way? People. Because a person has to start all this. There has to be a catalyst. And or a person has to inject the rules. Like for example, you have algorithms. Everybody are all humans are algorithmic beings. We function based on algorithms to save bandwidth by design. You know, you don't have to, but which is weird because on the opposite side of that, it requires you to actively. So if I had something built and sent off to the house and connected to Wi-Fi, it could attach itself to the body once it hit your front door. Put it this way: you buy any electronic from anywhere, Wi-Fi, TP-Link is a good example. Those guys just caught a case. As soon as it attaches to something, as soon as power is attached, it looks for wireless access points and shoots back to China. So with that thought, so if something built was built and sent to your house and was connected to Wi-Fi, it could attach itself to the body once it hit your front door. Yeah, you can make it recognize something. Like if you, oh, fuck yeah, man. I'm about to put on some COD mobile in a little bit, but this is freaking ridiculous, bro. And you can, like, I don't know how to code. So basically, I did this so I can have it write the code for what what I'm visualizing. And then I'm going to take no, all this is happening offline, like air gapped. This is hardwired in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that code and then I'm going to go through it and then learn the hard way and then myself access the internet and then handwrite the things that I need fixing. And then I'm going to do it this way, come back and then apply it and so on and so forth, refeed it back into this using a different, there's a model of training it. And then it'll have that. So now that with this new information about Hitler dying down south and having what, three of how many daughters? But what happens when you go online? Doesn't it run in the background? That's why I'm running Linux. I am telling it how to run and how to stop it and where to turn on. You can say multi-purposes. Can you say multi-purposes, boys and girls? Oh, you just finding out about that? What are you talking about, John, man? Oh yeah, no, I'm saying people like history books are just catching up. So, like, if you ask any large language model, they're going to tell you he died in a bunker. I just realized why I did that. It's not lying. It's pulling from information that's available. And now the new information, like I literally updated with a new press release from Argentina and from us about how he didn't die, and most of those guys, Colonia Dignidad, with all the blonde hair, blue eyed German speaking people down there in Argentina. Yeah, all I'm doing is I'm throwing this in here to update it offline. So I'm like, yeah, oh, I got the entire Wikipedia is here. On top of that, the entire Wikipedia is here. Also, I'm running Kiwix, which is that's the next project I'm going to show you guys. It's just how you can download the entirety of the internet information that you would need, like Wikipedia, how tos, and then have no internet. And but I can turn it on, and anybody with ability to connect can have access to that. If it was connected to the internet, it could have updated itself. That's why I'm running a Linux terminal, and it only connects to the internet when I run it. Also, it's running on an external hard drive. It's from there. So when I'm connecting to the internet to do anything, if I have to update this particular terminal, I actually have the whole thing unplugged from. That's the one thing that I learned as an IT guy from the beginning. Day one, OSI model, TCP/IP stack, and they'll always tell you, man, hey, the problem is usually between the keyboard and the back of the chair, which is a nice way of saying it. It was me. But the next one after that is the physical layer. So that's why I know when I turned it, you guys saw all the cables and stuff. It's barely anything outside of this particular device that's running on Wi-Fi. Ooh, the fuck around. And yes, like, and you get to pick updates. That's the beauty of fucking Linux, man. Like, it's not like, oh, it's updated. You have no idea. No, it's literally going, hey, man, what the fuck do you want to update? And how much of it? You want all of it? Do you want to update this one? And then you go like, oh, no, 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 I like this particular version better. You can block all that and only keep those things. Also, I know exactly what ports it's running on, and I turn those off. Like by default, there's a default port that it runs on, and it's running on 8080 on the inside. So that's HTTP clear, right? And it doesn't like HTTPS, but eventually we'll get there. And when we start fucking with voice, it's gonna get crazy. It boils my banana skins for the potassium, dude. Gee. I'm just running my mouth, man. Let's trace some lines. Let's open. You know what? Let's open. Let's try a theory. Oh fuck yeah, fuck yeah. That between that and I think if you have some legumes on the area, marigolds are good ones. Like put them like at a certain distance. There's something about the pollen from like those types of. We have a word for that smell, like that really nice smell that comes from those type plants. But Yes, sir. Fan. Oh, who was saying can we use this to trade and like that? That's how you make trading agents. Oh shit. Don't do that. That's not what I want to do. All right. All right, guys. So all right. So let's look at something. Basic materials, aluminum, Alcoa. I like that company. I actually visited that manufacturing plant back in the day. Ba-bam! Look at that. Thanks. I'm in day. Oh, thanks. Oh, all right. So now, you know what's this is what's crazy, right? It knows it's a TV monitor. I didn't tell it that. I did not tell it that. This is just attached to power. It is no computer. I mean, technically, it's a computer. You can see the chipset right there. There's my little camera. It's actually looking back. And the cool thing is this sees in other invisible frequencies, which is pretty cool. But the object recognition is pretty on point. Let's go multiple learn. You see how it says import from SD card, export to SD card. Like you can train it on your own data. Anyway, but what I'm doing is I'm using it to look at the lines and see if it can predict the graph based on just that data. You know what I mean? And also, there is a where is that part, man? Did I put it right there? Yeah, the SD card. I can put it right on there. Right. That's all cool. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's literally the why I do this, man. Like I'm starting to realize, like, if nobody's telling somebody, I'm like, hey, man, you have the ability to do this. You have the ability to force multiply by yourself. That's like, you know how your brain works. So now you can get this traded on the data set that you want it to do. Be careful with confirmation bias. Be careful. Know your own biases, you know, because this is easy. It's easy to turn around and now you're targeting. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be targeting. You got to be aware, you know? Don't target shit until it's a threat to you. You know what I'm saying? That's just a general rule, man. Like live and let live. Be beneficial to all involved. Just be aware, and that awareness, situational awareness, it should be enough to keep you training, to stay mentally sharp, physically strong, spiritually straight. You know what I'm saying? And then get your shit together. Just as a man, just as a off the bat on GP as a fucking man. You have to have a purpose, man. Suicidal thoughts and depression is just your body telling you that your physiological needs are met and you need a purpose. Because prior to that, your entire purpose was survival. Now that you can survive and not have to think about it, don't expand the survival. Find the purpose, fulfill said purpose. And then, now that you have your livelihood and survival on automation, automated, and you don't have to work hard, you don't have to do anything, you just gotta do some maintenance work for you to live. Now, it's, I see what you did there. Bro, I watch people make money on a regular basis on with woo woo shit, like charts. That's all it is, brother. If this, then that. Go, no go. Yes, no. Ultimate good, ultimate bad, up, down. And it's not different. None of those things that I mentioned are different, inherently different from each other. They're not. They're all the same things, just degrees. Just where? How fucking. Where are you in this area? And you can't judge other people for being somewhere else on that spectrum. That's their fucking view. Has shit to do with you. Once you understand that, when you see that, you realize that it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with you because you're the one perceiving it. It's your perception. That person doesn't think they're wrong. And then there's people that, hey, Austin, Texas, we just had a comic kill, and it's not even in a good way. No, killed 3 people at fucking Target. Of all the places, how long did they think it was gonna take till somebody showed up at Target with a gun? Pretty sure this ain't the first time. Anyway, not to be fucking insensitive, but whatever. Needed to make a joke or something. There's a lot of people that are not ready. And like I said before, I closed out like last night. It, bro. I guess I'm here talking to you guys because I fucks with y'all, and y'all are here thinking on the same length. That's just remember, man. Like what my dad told me before he left the last time. It was just don't forget that if you want to wake up people, you're gonna kill their dreams. So make sure you got something better than what they were fucking dreaming about before you wake them up. Don't be a dick and bring people to somewhere they don't want to be. Some people are enjoying their fucking nap. Let them sleep. I'm here for those that are awake. That's if we are awake, and even then, like, here we go again. It's a circular thing that we're. What should we get for snacks? get pizzas. Yeah. That's you actually do math with those. That's something I learned in school. Ah, bro, I guess we did have a pretty weird, cool life. Like we learned a lot of things. Like drafting was such a cool class. I just did not realize how much that was going to apply to the rest of the world. It's just weird because I was in my 40s when I realized something I learned when I was what, 12, 13. How do I pull? What's an AMP certificate? I don't know what that is. I have no certificates or nothing, man. You're required to know things and execute on said things. You are not required to have a certification slash qualification. Now, eventually, later on, they started saying that, and then that's when I realized that there's no difference between government and things. Airframe, power plant. Oh shit, that for real? I didn't know we had scientists on this fucking damn thing. Go follow the homie Nick. He used to fly fucking shit hooks. He used to fly CH, I think it was CH-47 shit hook. Shit hook. Chinook. Yeah, that's what that's pretty cool. Airframe power. There's a Yeah, CH-47 shit hooks. Oh, you know who, dude? My uncle. It's an independent consultant, and he lives in Guam. Yeah, he do that. He used to work for a little company called Continental Airlines that became United, and then retired out of that, and then went now contracts like consults. It's crazy you mention it. I'm not going to mention his name, but I'm going to mention what he named his son. He named his son Aileron. That's Yeah, that's how much my uncle was into his shit. He named his son after the part of the plane makes it go up. Oh yeah, that's what happened to the stream last night too. I was so excited, bro. I was fucking I was so excited. I was jumping up and down on this fucking chair, going like, "Oh, like you got to pay for this," and I'm like, I can't believe everybody's paying for all that. Then you find out what you're paying for. You're paying for the power, because I actually witnessed that as all the fans and this thing turned the fuck on when you were like asking legal questions and you had to go through. That's a lot. Yeah, this is Brett Ray. I'm back. This is Fort Sherman, Panama. Yo, minimum wage, dude. Eddy current can be an issue, dude. Doing good, man. Just showing the guys, man. We assembled a little AI thingy, and I was trying to get a hold of my cousin Aileron, whose dad named him after part of a plane, which is funny to me, but it's pretty cool. Ugh, excuse me. What you been up to? Raytheon, I forgot why. Did they catch a contract? To put this dude, I need that. I gotta give this thing an ear and a voice. It already has an eye. Anybody has any like suggestions? Right now, I'm going with Raspy. Um, for the voice, and that's open source. Oh yeah, there's the one that kicked my ass. That's right here. I should get a long one so I can just do that from here. Yeah, right. What? Okay. So I gotta do this. Fuck out of here. The whole thing is free. I mean, that is so ridiculous. Like people pay for entire suite. They pay monthly to have like Alexa, Google, whatever. This shit hurts my feelings just seeing. I downloaded it and fucking built it and it works offline. Now we're training it. Bruh, hot, dry air is heavier than cold, wet air. What? I'm trying to see the logic in that. Hang on. So it does. Yeah, like all of it is free. They just have your information. It takes hot air to carry the wet, cold air away. I think. No, it's actually getting pushed away from the hot air leaving. That's what's cooling it down. Where the fog and mist is, the fog is like right. It's right in that temperature where it's coming down, and the heat is not so much. It's not so much that it's just going to where there's. It has to go out to where there's less of it. Thermodynamics, right? Need heat to dry the clothes. Dryers need heat to excite the water, and then the blower pushes the moisture out. Yeah, the water returns. The H2O H. Wait. Yeah, it just returns. That's what the dry up is, and it's moving fast. And then, of course, as soon as it hits the area where less dense, the same thing. The cycle repeats. It's a sealed environment, if I'm not mistaken. A nice cold bong, hit it, and then you actually see what we're talking about. You can watch it happen and actually tell if you look really closely the crystals that are going into your lungs. This is so cool. It's like, yeah, it's still open source. That's the best part. Yeah, that thought process. That's good, man, Brett. This is so cool. All right, brother. Oh, I definitely will, man. What about birds? Don't they defy gravity by flying? All right, take it easy, Nevin. Yo, everybody, wishing Nevin a good luck on that damn entrepreneurship shit he's going through. He's got to go study. All right, we're gonna go here on Winix. And then we're gonna have to use Docker. All right, brother. Of course. Again, get a good shim. You'd learn. It opens your mind up a little bit more, and you'll be able to have because there's a lot of people. I got it. Not a crime, but most people are assholes for that. Versus having a shim on you, man. They can't hold that against you because it's not by design supposed to do what they want it to do. Either way, hell yeah, I'm about to. That might be the next thing. I'm going to set this all up and then try to defeat it. What do you think? That's a good idea. Damn, this is gonna. This was pretty fun. This was pretty fun. We got to see the new installation work. I wouldn't take a job that would allow me to molest another in any way. Fuck yeah, bro. That shit's so dumb. Like looking at it now, like don't get me wrong. For the longest time, man, I always, I was in the system, man. Thank you for your service. I was like, man, you guys are even when my son passed, I was like, yeah, man, you guys have a rough job. I was fucking empathizing with the cop, and I'm the one that was going through something. And the reality of the matter is, there's nothing. I remember exactly what they did now, and they didn't have to do anything. You know, like they questioned me about my every. I, it's just crazy to fucking look back and see. Yeah, that's the best part about America is bounty hunting. Citizens arrests are all written to the Constitution, buddy. If you have proof beyond the reasonable doubt, record them. You're right. Put those in affidavits. Send them in. Put as much like if you want to go that route, bro. Put as much effort into it as they put into it. Of course, of course. There's cops that are and good cops are usually the ones that go, "Hey, man, this has shit to do with me," until it has something to do with me. Like now I understand there's a lot of pressure from above for them to go, hey man, you have to enforce policies. And like, no, I have to enforce laws. And they were like, oh, it turns out cops don't have to enforce laws. They have to enforce the system that they belong to. Hmm. Go with this guy. See what they say. Talking about cops. One nice doesn't erase all the bad. True. Vetting would require auditing for me. Yeah, I mean that's everything that's already in place. It's just nobody wants to fucking enforce it because they're all corrupt. And you brought this up, bro. You pointed it out very clearly. They just want to yell and yell and yell until people just give in. Just like the cops talking nice to you. I don't have to say anything. Guys, t- just be quiet. Let them do whatever they want to do. They just bet on people going like, "Hey man, you're inconveniencing me." Yeah, get inconvenienced, lose what you lose, and then press the charges. You know, put yourself in a position, take care of all your personal life. This is what people forget. People go out and do the auditing and stuff, and this is what I usually see. And there's very few. There's very few guys that are like actually in a position to do that. I.e., I don't need money from nothing. You can waste all my time in the world. That like this, I'll be here because this is what I'm doing. Yeah, it takes a lot away, bro. It takes, and it's why I kind of got away from it, man. I don't go out of my way. Like I literally skip those videos and block them unless it's something that's serious and close. And like, oh man, Max, you're an ass. I'm like, no, I'm not being an ass. I'm being fucking realistic, bro. I'm not gonna worry about George Floyd. I don't give a fuck. Don't know who the guy is, right? But my homie got if like my homie gets killed in downtown Austin, that means something to me. Cause why? Cause we work together, we do shows, or and then he goes here and then he frequents. Now that matters, bro. It fucking and people need to. I got it, man. Feel empathy, but first take care of yourself. Put yourself in a position where it just seems wrong for anybody to fuck with you because you're not doing anything against anyone. You're just being you and living your life. And that way, it's so cut and dry that when something sideways, whether it's with law enforcement or a civilian in particular, crosses your path wrong, you were just like, hey man, my pattern of conduct has been established throughout this time. I am decent, law abiding, and now you're in the way and you're give me no way to retreat and run away. And why that's why we're in the point. Or not run away, but at least get away from you. Just don't want to engage. You don't have to. The problem is with people is they want to engage with no end result in mind. Like if the guy turns around and goes, "Hey man, you're right, my bad," is that going to be the end of it? No, it's one guy. But if everybody focused on the thing is everybody is yelling that this certain things are a problem because media has told them that it's been a problem for years. We're in a point in time in America where an asshole who was a dick and an asshole for years can lose everything. Go, hey man, my bad. That was my. I was the one. I was the one that created this shitty life. And once that asshole got a hold of himself and said it was on me, but I can't give a fuck about anybody if I am homeless. So I took care of number one first. And then when I did, my father showed up here and said, thank you, son. And basically, Pavlovian trained me to say, I know it took you 40 something years, but this is the right thing for you to do. You're being you're being beneficial to all involved, and you started with yourself. That's all I wanted to teach you. So all this is. Start with yourself. The problem is people go like cops are a bad thing in the world. Some soldiers was one. I got it. But what are you personally take care of your family individually, and then from there on out, and then you realize that there's people that think the same way. Here we are, and then there's people that don't. You're not going to run into them. Don't even go out of your way to go. I want to see a video or a news report where so and so got owned. No, just don't have it in your periphery. I'm not saying be ignorant. I'm saying understand the circle of influence and circle of concern. One of those you can do something about. Outside of that, you know what I mean? Oh, this has been fucking fun, yo. Guys, I am gonna go grab me some snack. Somebody, I'm gonna go ride my bike. Yes, sir. Find my email on the profile. Send it to me, and we'll go from there, man. Or wait, I'm being a dick. Wait, can I do it here? Like I don't know if it will let me. Like I don't know. Like can I hit a chat things? Hey, my cousin just messaged me. All right, I'm gonna. Yo, one love, yo. Peace.